What up? Welcome back to Uncle Rico's Storytime. This is Chico. Ooh, bandito, poquito. About to head out for a trip to beautiful Canton, Ohio to visit my mom, visit my little. Kind of not looking forward to the trip now. I'm looking forward to see my mom. My volunteer little, getting him to talk or communicate is like pulling teeth. Understandable. He's a 16-year-old boy. But I get a text from him saying, "Hey, we made an appointment at a barber. Can I said, hey, do you want to get lunch or something on Saturday, or go to a movie or something?" Figuring I would take him to laser tag. And he says, "Yeah, sorry, I haven't responded to any of your texts. We made an appointment at a barber. Was wondering if you wanted to, whatever." I go, "Yeah, no problem. We can go get your hair cut, get you all looking good for your graduation." And he's like, "Okay, if you don't have the money now, my mom said she could pay for it and you can pay her back." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "We need $42 now to book it." And I'm like, "No, what are you talking about? Let's just go to a regular barber." And he's like, "This is the barber I went to when I first moved here." And I was like, "Well, whatever. I'm not going to send, how much total is it? How much more? Like, if you're not happy with it, I've never paid for a service up front, you know?" And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking maybe this is a cultural thing, But I mean, this dude messed up his fade, and they took him to a barber, and I think I paid the guy like $20 to fix it. Like, I'm like, this is a life lesson for you. I don't give money before the service, like a week before. And then I started to get pissed because I'm like, "You know what, dude? You've texted me 4 times since you've moved. You hit me up for money. I'm about to see you in a couple of days. I'm flying out there, so I'm obviously going to be bringing you a graduation gift." I figured I would buy them dinner, family dinner. I figured that would cost me a couple $100. But, and I know it's not him. I know it was his mom, probably propositioning him to just kind of soak as much money out of me as possible. But, I'm like, "You're on your own, man. That sounds shady as fuck." I go, "I wanted to take you to like a normal barber." And he's like, So I'm like, "Good hearing from you again, though." And he goes, "Yeah, you too." So I guess sarcasm is lost on my little buddy, big buddy. He's a big boy now, but so yeah, I probably won't drive down there Saturday, which gives me more time with my mom, which is great. So flying down there tonight, and gonna hang out with my mom a day or two, do the graduation, fly back here. Quick trip, but it'll be good to get away. I'm gonna bring a laptop or a computer or something, and try to, a tablet or something, and try to catch up on my shit. What else is crapping in? Got the Frontier short fixed. I was driving along in the newest addition to my fleet, the Nissan Frontier. I have two weird thing. I have two new Nissans. They're 5 years apart, and the gas tanks are on different sides, which is messing me up. But the Frontier, I was driving along, and then boom, just everything went out. And then there were some issues starting it. I would try to start it, and it was dead. So we figured out there was a corroded negative terminal. what we were grounding it out on. So we fixed that, and then I biked over to pick it up, and he went to go get the truck and wouldn't start. So he kept it. We adjusted the clutch pedal actuator, and then I picked it up again, drove it to the store, and wouldn't start. So we found out it was the ignition switch. We switched that, driving around on it 2 days now, which is good. So that'll be my daily, and then I'm gonna drop off my Nissan Titan. Exhaust manifold's like $1,000. There's more than one, so that's not gonna be a fun one to. But hopefully then I'll have 2 trucks running. But last night, the big news is Uncle Rico fumbled the bag again. So I'm sitting here, my office, the window looks right out at the gate, and because we're going to this Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, high-tech stuff, old people, rednecks, technologically challenged, can't figure all of this stuff out. Plus, it malfunctions all the time. So people sit at my gate, and I kind of have a fun game where I time them in my head. Like, I'll do stuff and they come back. I'm like, holy shit, it's still here. That's like 27 minutes sitting in front of my gate. And there was a Penske truck out there last night. So, and I was trying to leave. I kept doing stuff because I don't want to go out and let them in. I don't want to deal with them, really. I'm in one of my moods. So I'm dicking around. Finally, I go out, get in, I drive a slow drive, throw some garbage away, come back up front, and they're still sitting there. So I get out, and I'm like, hey, can I help you? And it's this kind of guy, it's this younger guy with this bowl haircut. He looked like, I forget which one of the Three Stooges it was, but he had like this bowl haircut. He was Native American, this kid. And he goes, polite, nice, and he goes, yeah, we're trying to get into our unit. I go, what unit is it? He says 0, whatever, the unit number. And I go, oh, you're at a different location. And I kind of look in a cab, and the chick in there is really cute, but she's got like deadened eyes. I can tell that they're probably exasperated from moving and everything. She's like, but she's gorgeous. So I'm like, yeah, it's over this way. I'll be over there in a bit if you have problems. And I tell them, there's this customer kiosk. You can walk in. It's open. If you walk in, the screen will activate, and then they'll do automated thing, and then a live person will come on and help you. Or you can call this number, So I give them directions, send them on their way. I go get gas, do my thing, come back, go over to the other location, and they're still there. The lady is in the customer kiosk, and she's like walking out. She's like kind of fuming, and so I get out of my truck, and I get out, and she goes, "Oh, hi," and she's really pretty, and she's wearing like this really cute black summer dress, but obviously is with this other dude. So I'm like, whatever. I'm being very professional, and I get them squared away. Get them into their unit, help them out, and then go run my errands, and then realize that the text that they got sent was really actually confusing. Normally it's these people being idiots, but in this case I'm like, man, that really didn't even, I saw something that indicated to me it was a different lock than what, it made sense to me. But so I went back and I was like, hey, sorry to interrupt. Do you guys mind if I take, that message that you were sent? Was that a text message from your boss? Because I found out that their boss had them doing was the renter. And so I was like, was that text sent from your boss, or was that a text that was sent from our business or our contract? Because we have so many, different contractor companies, Da Vinci, Hummingbird, like all these different apps and stuff. So I said, did it come from us or an app? And she said, oh, it was a snapshot of the text that my boss got. And I said, oh, okay, great. Do you mind if I think it was really confusing. I'm on your side on this one, and wanted to relay that to my boss and see if we can't change the wording on that. Do you mind if I take a screenshot of it? And she goes, yeah, no problem. She runs and she gets her phone, and my phone's in my hand, and she goes, or I can just text it to you. And I go, I've got my work phone, and I go, oh, I don't even know this number for this work phone, but yeah, I go, oh, I don't even know the number for this. It's fine. I'll take a snapshot. And so then she kind of brings it up and everything, and she's like, blah blah blah. She goes, yeah, I can text it to a number, your other number if you know it. And I go, yeah, why don't you text it to my personal number, and then later on in the conversation, the guy goes, or you can just take a snapshot of it. And I go, yeah, you're right. And I take a snapshot of it. And as I'm leaving, I'm like, God damn it. I feel like she could have been hitting on me to get, my number. And then I was like, you're just an idiot, man. Like, I was kind of fighting with her. Like, no, I'll just take a snap. And then the dude's like, just take a fucking snapshot already. I just keep thinking about, I have zero game now. And, because of my horrible game and my standards being a lot lower and everything, I'm like borderline desperate, but just zero game. I was at a concert with a buddy. Group of girls over here. One of the girls kind of looking at me. I have good peripheral, and I'm kind of scoping everything out all the time, so I'm kind of getting clocked over here. But we're at the bar, whatever. She's looking over in our direction. When my buddy goes to the bathroom, she comes over and she goes, hey! And I go, hey, how you doing? And she goes, good, I love these guys. I go, it was Breaking Benjamin. I go, yeah, they're the best. And she goes, yeah, they are. You like anybody else? And I go, I'm a pool cleaner. I just moved into town. And in my head, I'm thinking about, like, trying to be respectful, like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm just like, I'm that fucking nerdy guy from Waiting where I'm like, argh. And I'm thinking, like, when we get to the subject of what do, am I gonna, do I lie? Am I on, like, am I like, oh, I'm doing some acting, and she's like, who else do you like? And I'm like, I'm a pool cleaner. And she goes, what? And I'm like, fucking idiot. I'm a pool cleaner. I do it again. And she goes, oh, that's awesome. And she's thinking, like, is this a band or is he, like, she just kind of goes, and then just walks away. All right. Okay. Yeah, I better start getting ready for this trip, I guess. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace out.